White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
All right, so now what these Mexicans are doing now, and these fake fans is doing now, that Ryan Garcia, which a lot of them didn't acknowledge Ryan Garcia failed the drug test. So now what they're doing is saying, well, you know, Miguel Cotto rematched Margarito, and see what Miguel Cotto did. Let me make this clear. For one, it was never proven that Antonio Margarito cheated versus Miguel Cotto. Okay? They never proved it. They couldn't go back in retrospect and prove that he had loaded gloves. These Mexicans are pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. These Mexicans saying, well, you know, with Miguel Cotto, it was never proven that Antonio Margarito had loaded raps versus Miguel Cotto. Now, we can insinuate that he had loaded raps versus Miguel Cotto, but y'all can't prove it. You can't prove it. And one, let's not act like he immediately rematched Antonio Margarito. He did not. He fought Margarito when he had one eye. Now, if he was looking for some type of closure versus Antonio Margarito, well, so be it. He was looking for some closure. He fought Margarito after he got pounded out, by, you know, Manny Pacquiao. He had one eye, if my memory serves me correctly. So let's not act like he ran it back with that same Margarito. He didn't. He did not. So we all felt that he cheated because he sliced up Cotto's face. And let's talk about the effects that it had on Miguel Cotto's career. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the effects it had on his career. It caused him to fire his uncle. He wasn't the same fighter when he was with his uncle. Let me say that first and foremost. He wasn't, sorry for the air condition, but he got to come on. It's like 90 degrees. He never was the same fighter without his uncle. So that caused him to fire his uncle. He was never the same fighter. You know, Manny Pacquiao didn't have no problem jumping in the ring with him at that point neither. You know, he wasn't the Miguel Cotto that was snatching people's livers and knocking people out, and the one that beat Zab Judah and the one that beat Shane Mosley. That wasn't him no more. Okay? So y'all can sit here and y'all can talk about, oh man, you know, this, that, oh, Miguel Cotto was, no. For one, it was never proven that Antonio Margarito cheated versus Miguel Cotto. We know he did, but you couldn't prove it. 2, he didn't immediately rematch him. 3, Devin Haney said he would rematch Ryan Garcia, which he should not. He shouldn't have fought him to begin with. When he did all that bullshit and all that plan, he shouldn't have fought him to begin with. That's what I said. I said that from the very beginning. So at the end of the day, now it's, oh, Devin Haney, he ain't man enough to fight Ryan. And why the fuck would I fight somebody who had all them drugs in the system? Why would I give him the pleasure? Why would I give him the pleasure of breaking bread? Let's keep it real. Why would I give him the pleasure of making money with me? So now we rewarding people for popping hot. Well, you know, prove it. Hey, he ain't got to prove shit to y'all. Well, you know, he's suing him, and that's the cowards. What the fuck? Are you serious? He's setting a precedent. There's no penalty for popping hot in boxing. You get suspended for a year. They only fight once a year. Canelo was suspended for 6 months. Did not have to randomly drug test for them 6 months. Came back and fought Triple G 6 months later. So when are they going to take a stance? I'll be pressing criminal charges. When are we going to take a stance versus, what's the point of testing somebody if it's not a penalty? Well, he lost $1 million. $1 million, that's it. And that went to Golden Boy. That didn't even go to Devin Haney. That went to Golden Boy. Fuck, they get cheated out of. So people going around talking about, well, you know, Devin Haney's a coward because he will just, why would I rematch somebody that, like I said before, if you shot dice with somebody and they robbed you at the dice game where they had trick dice, you gonna shoot dice with them again? These people are out of their mind. They ignored the fact that he popped the 3rd drug test. Nobody commented on my post. Nobody, not too many. I don't know who make videos because I don't listen to most of these niggas. They don't have nothing to say about he failed the commission test now. That's 3 tests for Ostarine. And that non-draw shit, he popped top for that too. Come on, man. They swept that under the rug. He probably flushed that out with the IV allegedly. Well, you know, Miguel Cotto, you proved Miguel Cotto was cheated versus Mark. You cannot go back and prove it. Then he beat Paul Williams too, and Paul Williams came back and beat him. I think that was Carlos Katana, excuse me. My bad. That was Carlos Katana. But Paul Williams did beat Antonio Margarito. So, miss me with that. Well, no, but Miguel Cotto, but Miguel Cotto is not the same fighter. That's a horrible example. His whole career was in shambles after that happened. God damn, what are we taking so long to make a left turn for? His career was never the same. His career was never the same. Fired his uncle, Miguel Cotto fought that nigga years later. He literally had one eye at that point. Let's talk about that. What did it do for him? It brought him some type of closure? Nothing. You just gave him one last opportunity to make one last payday to feed his family. Now it's different when Masvidal ran up on Cubby Covington and clocked him in this shit. That's different. That's different. I agree with that. You want to talk about my family, my wife and all that? Here you go. Take this KFC 2-piece and a biscuit special and choke on these. These Mexicans is pathetic, bro. And a lot of y'all ninjas that's pushing that narrative, y'all pathetic. And when somebody gonna talk about all these Eddie Renasso fighters popping hot? That's the fifth guy that had affiliations with Eddie Renasso. When y'all gonna talk about that? When y'all gonna make a video about the Jackson Ped 5? Julio Cesar Martinez? Ain't none of y'all made a video about that. Luis Neri, Canelo Alvarez, Oscar Valdez. Come on. Ryan Garcia. And Julio Martinez got caught with masking agents, trying to mask it, trying to flesh it out. Same thing Ryan Garcia got caught with. Y'all can't fuck with us on no real level, man, for real. Let's be real. Y'all gotta cheat just to barely get a decision over Devin Haney. It ain't even like he destroyed Devin Haney. By Weimar, he got outboxed the majority of that fight. He was going to get knocked out in that fight for real if it wasn't for the Ostarine. Let's keep it real. Come on, let's keep it real. And you had a weight advantage, but don't none of that matter. I don't want to hear nothing from none of y'all, bro. All y'all black fighters that's capping, all y'all Mexicans, I don't want to hear nothing. Because they've been sweeping Canelo shit up under the rug for years. Let's call it what it is. They've been sweeping Canelo shit up under the rug for years. For years. Talking about it was me. Bitch, you training in San Diego, bruh. You training in San Diego. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Now y'all want to co-sign a Puerto Rican. Man, when they gonna talk about that? When they gonna talk about all these Renasso fighters popping hot? I just want to know. When are we gonna get that documentary? Like I said, if it was five Barry Hunter fighters, rest in power to Mike Stafford, it was 5 Mike Stafford fighters that popped hot, 5 Eddie Mustafa fighters who pops hot. If it was 5 Andre Rozier fighters that popped hot, if it was 5 Derrick James fighters that popped hot, if it was 5 Ronnie Shields fighters that popped hot, this shit'd be all over boxing, man. Boxing is full of shit. And I don't even think Freddie Roach had 5 fighters that popped hot. And he had one I can think of. One of my favorite fighters in James Toney, but we got to keep it funky. I think he was training James Toney at the time. I could be wrong on that. But being affiliate, people believe Pacquiao was on it. That's why Mayweather never wanted to fight him. Then, don't forget, Amir Khan just popped hot in retrospect. What the hell going on here? People parking on the grass and shit. Now, they told me when I moved in here, they letting these folks move in. They can park on the grass and move their shit in. I couldn't take my U-Haul on the grass. That's crazy. Different folks, sometimes you got the complexion for the protection. They told me I couldn't drive on the grass. And it was just me and my uncle that moved my shit in. But you know what? We figured it out. That's just the same shit I'm talking about right here. They want us to play by the rules, but don't nobody else got to play by the rules. That's all I be saying, dog. Well, Antonio Margarito, man, and Cotto, he did this, man. Cotto fought a fucking old ass Margarito. Let's keep it a bean. He didn't fight the Margarito that he fought previously. That Margarito had been through the rinse, wash, and cycle. The whole cycle. These Mexicans, y'all pathetic, bro. Y'all really is. Y'all wasn't even claiming Ryan Garcia. Now y'all claiming him. Y'all wasn't even claiming Ryan Garcia. Let's keep it all the way funky. Y'all wasn't even claiming him, but you know what it is? It's all love. Keep that same energy. A lot of y'all niggas popping fiction on the internet. Don't worry about it. A lot of y'all niggas popping fiction on the internet. Promise me. Don't worry about it. Keep that same energy. That's all I gotta say, man. I appreciate the love. Support the channel. Check out the Patreon. Listen to Linktree. All this in Linktree. Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, the whole 9, man. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, peace.